making our Christmas memories.
What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be focused on one of my favorite topics ever, and that is journaling. I feel this is the right time to make this video because I know a lot of you want to start journaling, want to understand what are the different ways of journaling and what might suit you better. The new year is a great time to start fresh, to start getting into the habit of journaling. Now journaling has many benefits. It's even scientifically proven. There's so many studies that have been done. It helps you to reduce stress, it helps you to reduce anxiety, cope with depression, explore your creativity, achieve your goals, make you self-aware, keep track of your progress, growth. I could go on and on. In this video, I want to emphasize some of the methods of journaling that I personally do myself and I love, and it has really helped me in different areas of my life. So if you're interested in this and want to know how else can you journal, then grab your favorite drink and let's get started. I will be sharing 5 different methods of journaling that I personally do right now. These are not the only methods. There are really endless ways to journal and you will find them all over the net, but I just thought I will make this concise list of 5 different ways of journaling that I personally do. The first one being the most basic one, and that is free-flowing journaling. Honestly, it's a name that I concocted because I don't know what else to call it. This is the basic journaling where you take a pen, have a paper or a notebook and jot down your thoughts and feelings. So you could call it journaling for your thoughts and feelings. You could call it even like a dear diary entry sort of journaling. Now I feel this sort of journaling is the most common. This is what most people do and are probably aware of, and for good reason, because this really has proven to improve your mental health. So what I mentioned about anxiety, depression, stress, all of that, this sort of journaling can actually help you. It is also a great method to declutter your brain. And one more thing that not many talk about when it comes to journaling is that it really helps you be more self-aware. That is a huge thing for me, especially like the more I journal my thoughts and feelings, the more I come to understand myself and why am I feeling a certain way, why am I reacting to that person a certain way. The more you do it, the more self-aware you become. Now the best part about this method is that there is no right or wrong. There is no set rules on this is how you journal your thoughts and feelings. Because it's your own thoughts and feelings, you have the freedom to go about it however you'd like. I have done a detailed video on how I personally go about it, which I won't mention in this video because then this video will simply get longer. I will link that video up here. And the notebook I use for my free-flowing journaling is this one by Daily Objects. I just love this lion artwork. It's very simple spiral-bound notebook and it has these unruled blank pages. Now coming to the second type of journaling that I really love and I've just recently begun doing, and that is called as scripting. Now scripting is actually a manifestation tool. It's a law of attraction tool. You could even call it as a journaling tool, which is why I'm even including it in this video. So if you're someone who does not believe in law of attraction manifestation, there's no problem. I feel scripting has other benefits as well. It's basically where you write out the life you want, or rather script the life you want on a piece of paper in present tense. That is the key word here. It has to be in present tense, which is why it's called as scripting. You're sort of creating a script for your life. This is a great alternative to visualization, which sometimes for many of us it can get hard to focus and visualize the life of our dreams, but instead of that you can just write the same imagination or thought or dream life that you want to create on a piece of paper in present tense and well manifest it. Scripting is something that NLP coaches actually recommend. NLP is neuro-linguistic programming, so it's actually used in therapy. I will actually read this part of the article so that I don't miss out anything.
This method is an offshoot of neuro-linguistic programming approach from the 1970s that encouraged individuals to visualize their futures using all 5 senses. The basic NLP premise is that our communication through words and actions reflects a subconscious perception of our world and ultimately determines what's possible for us to attain, achieve and attract.
Scripting actually brings a specific goal that you want to achieve or manifest into the present reality when you write it down. So you can script about any aspect of your life. It could be like a huge dream goal or lifestyle change that you're looking at. You could script about that, or you could even script about a small goal that you're trying to achieve. One common mistake that I feel people do when it comes to scripting, including myself, you start scripting from a place of need. When you think of need, it's because there is a lack of something, which is why you feel like you need it, right? The more desperate and lack energy or vibes that you give out while scripting, the less likely you're going to manifest it into your reality. So before even getting into scripting and trying to, manifest your dream life, which probably might come from some place of need or lack, first find happiness, peace and gratitude within yourself so that you can be grateful for where you are, for who you are, for what your life circumstances are, and then go on to scripting and manifesting manifesting your dream life, because that's the essence of law of attraction. And no matter what method of manifestation you're using, this is the basic rule. And apart from this manifestation and law of attraction business, which some of you may not really relate to, I do want to say that scripting also helps in just giving you clarity on your goals and vision of life. It's very important to know where you're going and why you're headed that way, and become more aware of the sort of life that you want to lead, of the sort of things that are important to you. So for scripting, I use this cute little journal. I've actually kept it in this cloth bag because I just find it very cute like that. This is like a shiny glitter journal. It has this elastic. It also has this bookmark. So yeah, this sort of journaling is something that I'm still new to, but I'm really enjoying it, which is why I thought I will anyways share it with all of you. Now, since we spoke about gratitude, well, that is definitely my third type of journaling that I love. You can do it in many ways. Some people just write paras of gratitude. Some people write it in points, 5 things you're grateful for every day or 10 things you're grateful for every day. Of course, initially, if you haven't even touched gratitude journaling, it's not going to come naturally, but I think you can build a habit every single day or every other day. I feel personally for me, when I started gratitude journaling, I started seeing life differently. Like, it really changed my perspective. Every small mundane thing was something that I would consciously think about, be grateful for. You want to be intentional as much as you can every single day. So the more you practice gratitude journaling, the more aware you are of your surroundings, the more positive your outlook on life is going to be. You're going to cultivate humility, you're going to manifest a beautiful life, and just all good things, I feel, stem from gratitude. And I used to maintain a gratitude journal before, but recently I started using this app called as Gratitude. And oh my god, I'm in love with it. Wait, let me just show you all. What I love the most about this app is that it is very simple to use. It's very intuitive. So literally here you can see there's a plus sign. You just click on that and then you can simply write what you're grateful for. You could write your own para, or you can click this section, help me out, and it's going to actually provide you with gratitude journal prompts that are so useful. This is what I use every single day, and I feel they have some great prompts. Like, I will just shuffle it more.
How's today's weather and what is one positive thing you can say about it? What is one skill or quality about yourself that you appreciate the most?
It's endless, guys. You can also change the color of the paper, so to speak, and you can see there are tons of pastel colors. When there's no prompt, it literally says I'm grateful for what, because, inverted quotes, why.
Let's say I am grateful for the cutest snowman mug. We have to mention the why. It keeps my drink hot.
So now I'm also going to add a picture with it, because why not? I love this feature. You can either add it from your photo gallery if you already have that picture, or you can go on camera and click a live one. Isn't this such a cute entry? Another thing you'll also find is a 21-day self-love course, and you can enroll yourself for it. You can also see what the challenge entails. You even have other challenges, like you have the 14-day gratitude challenge, and you also have the 7-day gratitude challenge, which I just began. So you can see if I click on it, I finished day 1, now I'm moving on to day 2. They give different prompts for each day and how you can go about it. Now, apart from doing your gratitude journaling on this app, you also have affirmations here. You know, if I hit play, it's actually going to play the affirmations that you've chosen, and of course there are different categories for your affirmations. You can just make your own as well, and the app will create a video for you like this, and every morning it'll remind you to say your affirmations. There's also Daily Zen, which basically gives really helpful quotes and articles, and that's not it. You also have vision board. So you can see I've created this self-care one here. The app provides us with so many pictures that you can choose from. You can add more photos if you'd like, or you could even add another section, but then for that you would need the pro version. So yes, that takes me to the best part about this app, and that is that everything that I showed you till now is absolutely free, but there are certain extra benefits that you get if you do buy the pro version. I feel if you can spend money on a random dress that you bought off some online website, you can definitely invest in your growth, in your journey to better mental health. I will put a link in the description box through which you can get 20% off. This is exclusive discount for all of you, especially considering that the new year is coming and most of us want to develop healthy habits like gratitude journaling and probably creating our own vision board as well. I feel this app is going to be your life savior in every way possible and actually help you towards making it into a habit. So make sure you redeem it, because it's going to be available only for the next 30 days. I would also love to thank Gratitude for partnering up with me in this video. It was truly a pleasure. Now coming to the next method of journaling, which I personally find the most fun for me, and that is art journaling. I'm pretty sure I discovered art journaling during August, September when I was just going through a mental turmoil, and art journaling was my way to express my emotions, was my way to just feel calm and peaceful. It was almost meditative to me. And if you're wondering what art journaling is, it's literally what the name suggests. Journaling, instead of simply writing words, you're also drawing, doodling, painting, sketching, putting stickers, anything and everything. Like, sky is the limit when it comes to art journaling, which is why I personally find it so so freeing. It is therapeutic for me. It even helps you in expressing your creativity. Now let me show you my art journal. So this is what I use. This is actually a notebook from my cousin sister's brand, Athra Art Studio. It says be kind to yourself. Now each journal entry in an art journal, you would essentially call them as spreads, and I haven't done many because I just recently started and I'm still exploring the world of art journaling. I even did a crazy stationery haul. If you want to watch that, I highly recommend you do so. I will link it up here. And yeah, if you're wondering what you can put in your art journal, again, there is no right or wrong. There's no rules as such. Many people create art journals for specific purposes. A reading art journal, so you might be a crazy reader, you want to put anything and everything related to reading in your art journal. Highly suggest you go on Pinterest. I do have a board for art journaling, so you can check that. For me, it's a mix of just expressing what I'm feeling emotionally. It's great for my mental health. Sometimes it's more gentle, and sometimes it's as mundane as sharing about my favorite song. Just everything big and everything small. Now I will show you this specific spread, which I don't think I've ever shared. Now you might notice I'm not the greatest of artists. I can't draw to save my life, which is why I use a lot of paper and stickers and washi tapes, just stuff that does not give me anxiety, because trust me, drawing gives me anxiety. Like, I don't have the patience for it, but I know for a lot of people that could be therapeutic. See what feels true to you. Now this in particular is about this song called as Magic Shop, and it's very detailed. Okay, the exact time where it stopped is one of the most meaningful lines for me. Now the reason why I put this particular song is because it really helped me to heal, as the heading suggests here. If you're wondering, yes, you can open this and you will find the entire translation of Magic Shop. Here's one more I did of I Want To. Some of them are more gentle, some of them are very specific. Yeah, this is what my art journal looks like. Honestly, it could look like anything you'd want, and that's the best part of it. Last but certainly not the least, we have bullet journal. Most of you would have heard of it. For me personally, I've tried bullet journaling and somehow I just couldn't stick to it, and I feel it's because I did it in a way that wasn't suitable for me. Bullet journaling essentially just helps you organize your life on paper. It's a sort of planner, but you can create your own sections, your own spreads, your own trackers. It's way more flexible than a traditional planner that you might get in the market, which is why a lot of people gravitate towards bullet journaling. I did buy a new bullet journal. This is the bullet journal from Factor Notes. This does come with 120 GSM paper, which is why I bought it, so it's thick enough. I could show you what I have here, but I haven't really started using it as yet, but I am planning to use it diligently for the next year when it comes to my fitness. So that's one exciting video that I'm making, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on that particular video. So yeah, basically bullet journals will have these dotted grids. There's a key that you can create. I will put it on screen. Basically, there are a lot of rules around bullet journaling, but you can mold those rules however you'd like to suit your lifestyle, to suit your method of planning, and I think that's the beauty of bullet journaling. So yeah, if you're someone who has a lot of things happening in their life and don't know what to do, bullet journaling might be your answer. So make sure you check out all sorts of bullet journaling videos on YouTube. You are going to get so inspired and so pumped up. Now, even though I do have these different notebooks for each type of journaling, it's not really necessary that you need to have so many notebooks around you. It's just personal preference. In fact, you can do all sorts of journaling in one notebook that you have. You could make it your bullet journal, you could make it your scripting journal, you could make it your art journal, as long as you're doing it one way or the other. If you have any questions, make sure you do comment them down below so that I can get back to you and help you out in any way I can. Please do give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and of course don't forget to check out the Gratitude app. The link will be in the description box, and that's pretty much it. Subscribe for more good vibes, and I will see you next time. Till then, stay happy, positive and blessed, and always remember to be kind to yourself. All the best for your journaling journey. Bye.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.